Hi, this is Dale Janota with School Board Support Services, and I'm going to go through probably one of the most complete and dynamic research studies you've ever seen. Many of you people have seen it already as I've been working with Colorado schools for over 35 years. And what I do is I'm going to show you how you turned out statewide on salary. I'm going to show you the individual analyses that I can do and that you can do as well. In addition to that, I do a benefit comparison, and now I'm adding a student-teacher ratio. But first, I want to show you how you turned out on salary. What I do is I develop what I call a 26-year earning power approach to teacher salary schedules, where I define the value of your salary structure with one number over a 26-year period. I use 26 years because that's the average number of years of service current retirees have that are drawing off a retirement system. I move them through every district in the state in a consistent manner. Thus, you find out what the overall impact of your salary schedule is over a period of time, the impact it has upon the district as well as the teacher. And right here we can see what the average in Colorado is. It's $1,252,831. Then we're going to analyze the base pay. There's the average base for 2020-21. Highest without a master's degree. I like to look at this number because that tends to be a crucial point. And when I say highest prior to the master's, if you have a BA 90 or something like that, I don't use it. My rule of thumb is I go to the BA 45 semester units, and I do not go beyond step 26. So if you go longer than 26, I stop it there and footnote it. So I'm consistent with the 26-year approach that I'm using. And then I do naturally the same thing with the highest salary on the schedule, but I do not include the master's stipend. So first of all, I'm going to show you how I read this and how you can read it. And then I'm going to page through to show you how this compares. And then we're going to do a special report. We're going to see benefits, student-teacher ratio, and you're going to be surprised as to how things change when I put student-teacher ratio in. Okay, I'm going to look at Alamosa. Why? I don't know. They seem like nice people. The earning power there is $1,317,192. Value of your salary schedule with one number. Statewide, 64,000 above average, 4.9% above average, and that district ranks 62. The base pay of 36,005, 373 above the state average, 1% above average, and they rank 67th. Highest without a master's, 4,600 above, 7.8% above, and they rank 50th. And the top salary on the schedule, 6,100 above, 8.8% above, and ranking 57. Now I'm going to page down so you can see how your district turned out. I won't be doing too much talking unless I feel like it. Sometimes I talk too much, I know that. And you can stop it by hitting the key. You know how to stop it on a YouTube video. Once again, to let you know, that's the overall earning power, the base pay, highest without a master's, highest on the schedule. Okay. Now we're going to go down some more here. You can see where you turned out. You see Cherry Creek is number 2 in the state, and overall, this is salary only. There's no benefits in this yet. Eagle County's right up there. There's quite a range in salary in Colorado. Of all the states I work in, you have the biggest range from high to low. When I do this in Nebraska, the range from high to low is about 10% differential, and that's it. But they have a law that kind of makes it happen that way there. And by the way, Nebraska, when I put the benefits in, paid about 20% more than Colorado. They have wonderful benefits in Nebraska. Just about every district pays the full family insurance. There. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I do it. It's individualized analysis. Normally, people care about how they compare with a group of schools of their own choosing. So I'm going to look at a school district here. I think the one I'm looking at is going to be, who do I have here? Let's see what we have here. See, I have the enrollments in here, so I'm going to look at districts a certain size. I'm going to see, let's say over here we have West Grand. I like to look at this group because there's a lot of weird things that happen here. I'm going to look at districts that have an enrollment of 450, between 450 to 300. I'm not advocating this is a group that West Grand would have, but I mean, it's a logical way of looking at it. Districts of your own size. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go edit, copy, and I do sell this. So I mean, right now I'm going to show you how it is, and I'll go through the details later. And then I paste it here, and boom, everything is done. All the reports that we're going to go through here. Now I'm going to go through a few here because there's weird things that happen here, especially when I do student-teacher ratio. I'll put West Grand on the top line here, and then I'll put Mancos over here because then it's a little bit easier because then you can see what the column titles are. And I want to get them all in here so you can see. There we go. Okay, so the earning power at West Grand, 1,225,000. There's 67,000 above average of this group average, 5.5% above, and they rank sixth. Their base pay, 36,000 above, 36,001, 1,800 above, 5% above, they rank fourth. Highest without a master's, really close to average. And then the highest on the schedule. Now, when you take a look at some of these, now I'm going to emphasize Platte Valley. You look at Platte Valley, they're like number 2 on salary. But let's take a look at the benefits, because I'm going to take a look at the benefits now and then combine the benefits to the salary. And let's see what happens then. So if I look at the benefits here, here's what they pay. West Grand has health, dental, vision, and life, and they provide $698 a month towards single insurance. But look at on family, $1,396 they contribute. And then I also have the student-teacher ratio here. And when I do the student-teacher ratio, you're going to see weird stuff. And remember when I looked at Platte Valley? They don't provide benefits. It's built into the schedule. So looking at salaries, if you're looking at this group and you just look at the salary, it's misleading. So I'm going to combine the salary to the benefits and repeat the process all over again. So when I do it based on family insurance, West Grand really jumps up because they pay most of the family insurance. They're number 1 in this group. They're 19% above average of this group. Platte Valley, they're still competitive. They're 7th. They're a little bit above average. Okay, and then when we look at the base pay equivalent, West Grand, number 1. I look at BA Max, highest without a master's, number 2. And then I take a look at the highest salary on the schedule, number 2. And then as I keep going to the right here, I do it based on single insurance. Took the district's contribution towards single insurance, added it to the schedule, and did it all over again. Platte Valley, still competitive. Okay, see what we do there. But now let's take a look at student-teacher ratio. When we do student-teacher ratio, weird things can happen. Then I have footnotes here. Okay, so we know what we're doing here. Okay, when I do West Grand, based on student-teacher ratio, they were 4th. Ridgeway, number 1. based on a per student basis. Look at this. They're number one there. They're number one on the base. They're number one on the BA Max. They're number one on the Schedule Max. Why is that? Look at this, 9.4 to 1. I mean, you either get money or class size. Very seldom do you get both. West Grand, in West Grand, you get them both. Okay? That's pretty nice of them there. And then I do it based on with the benefits. And then I do it based on single insurance. So you know how to look at it another way. Now, when we look at the metro area, this is what I say when I talk about weird. I'm going to stick 5-star in here. Big district. One time, one superintendent wanted Cherry Creek. He was a small district, wanted Cherry Creek in his study. This is before I was doing it this way, where I was doing it myself because the technology didn't exist. And he put Cherry Creek in there. He said, I just wanted to put that in there so we could make the board look at to see what reality was for big schools. Hey, well, look at this. 5-star looks there like a really well-paid, 30% above the average on salary. Look where they're at. But let's look at what happens when I put student-teacher ratio in there. When I do salary and benefits, they're right up there. Salary and benefits, they're right up there. Even though their benefits aren't that great compared to what they are in some states. When I do student-teacher ratio, look what happens. They're 3.9% on a per student basis. Base pay equivalent is below average. Highest without a master's is their third. Highest on the schedule, they're fifth. When I do it with benefits, they're below average for a family person. So what I'm saying here, more than anything else, is let's look at the total picture when we evaluate. Student-teacher ratio, let's see what their student-teacher ratio is there. Again, remember, it's not class size. Oh, we got to go to the benefits section here. I can't remember where I'm at myself here sometime. Here we go. Their student-teacher ratio, 17.2 to 1. Well, big schools can do that. They don't have a physics class of 4 kids. So we'll take them out again here because to take them out, you just, whoops, I'm sorry, I better put delete it. So now we have this here. Now, all you ever have to do is you can put any group in here you want. Like I said earlier, is I do sell this. And I'm proud of my stuff, so I put my phone number on it. I believe if a person can't put their phone number on their stuff, it's not worthy. My website, my email address, all you have to do is respond to this email. And the total cost of everything is $675. Now, these studies take a lot to do. I'm very meticulous and fussy, so I'm pretty sure I've got everything pretty much correct here. And then also, just for fun, you can make projections. Like if you want to see, well, if I put in 2% on this thing, you can put in 2% or flat dollars just by putting it in there. So let's say West Grand is going to increase the salary by 3%. Watch what happens to the numbers over here when I do it. I'm going to change that to 3%. It increases everything by 3% and analyzes it for you. If you want to change your monthly insurance contribution, you just put in the amount you want here and everything will be done for you. So it's pretty easy to use. My humor is it's superintendent proof because my manual is 1 sentence long. And right there it is. You just put in the code numbers. Every district is coded. Cost is $675. You want it, just respond yes to this email. I send it to you, and I believe most districts in Colorado for the last 35 years have used me at some point in time. It's harder and harder to get a hold of people now. People don't answer their phone anymore, but what I have, I believe is very good, and I hope to hear from you. My name is Dale Janota, and I thank you. And I hope to hear from you. To that, I say goodbye. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off. There we go. I thank you.